And it kind of opened my eyes to just the potential for, how big an NFT asset can be to gamers who love to own their digital assets.
I mean, that was one of these moments I remember in 2017 where it just dawned on so many gamers, like, I can own this and move it out. I was playing WoW, but that was the problem. It's like, I had this great gear I raided for a long time. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. It's done. And I was done with it.
Yeah. And it's a great example of, why blockchain is able to solve the problems that you had in World of Warcraft, for example, which is centralized gaming, where Blizzard or any other game developer has complete control over your digital assets that they're not even assets anymore at that point, right? And it's just, now we're saying, look, everything that you put into your gaming experience, that will go into an asset that you can have for however long you want, or trade it to someone who it will be of value to them, and it will be yours forever. No one can stop you from doing that. Yes, hack and slash and just get as powerful as you can. And it's like, that's what we thought would be an awesome mix with this kind of NFT gotcha kind of play style.
Hey everybody, welcome to Chainlink Live. I'm Andy Boyan, and I'm here with CryptoBlades founder Phillip Kroj. How do I say
it? Some people say Krog, some people say Kroj.
He's the Kroj in Discord, in his community. His very active community is here, and we're excited to have you guys here. For those of you who may not be as familiar with CryptoBlades, Phillip, will you go ahead and just take us through what is the game, what's kind of the core value, what makes it a really special game?
Sure. So CryptoBlades is an NFT crafting role-playing game where you can create characters which live in the blockchain as NFTs, and they will level up and get more powerful as you use them. You can craft CryptoBlades, which range in rarity, range in power, and style even. And you can use that. You can use the CryptoBlades to fight enemies, and the stronger the enemy you fight, the more skill rewards you get. So you will actually be crafting these NFTs, you will be playing the game with them, and you'll be earning skill tokens as you play.
And that's skill tokens, SKILL. I love this theming. It's hilarious for gamers because you can buy skills, and delightful on every front, well thought of. Well, that's fantastic. Can we see the game? Do you have it available for people to see? I think we want to get a look at what this looks like here.
Definitely.
And those are birds in your background, right? Are those real birds?
Those are real birds. I am quite a Cinderella, I guess.
That's fantastic. I just want to give people a heads up. That's not your imagination. You didn't forget to turn off your doorbells. We're here in real nature.
All right. Share screen.
I was saying earlier, a lot of the CryptoBlades community is here today. I saw people were showing off the items that they drew today that dropped for some of them. All right, Take us through. What are we seeing?
All right, so this is the Plaza. Once you get into the CryptoBlades game, you start by purchasing some skill, which can be purchased up here from ApeSwap. And then you have some BNB. So this is on Binance Smart Chain. And once you get to app.cryptoblades.io, you can recruit your first character, and you can have a total of 4 characters. Each of these characters has different traits like water or lightning or fire and earth as well. And with those traits, they actually will kind of synergize with different CryptoBlades that you can create. And so here you can see I collect some pretty strong ones. So these are my 5-star blades. And you can see that they have the elements on these blades as well. So you want that element to match your character. So that's why it's worthwhile to have more characters. And then it's got stats that can roll randomly, which is what we use the VRF for. So that we can safely mint these swords in the blockchain without the risk of it being someone creating, a massively powerful sword, right? And so this is a great example of that, where this particular sword is 5 stars, which is the rarest. It's got a 1% drop rate from crafting, and you can have it, anywhere from 1 to 5 stars. And these are some of the 1 stars that I have. This is kind of neat because my character was minted very early on, obviously.
Mhm.
So this is ID 3. This is the third. I suppose sword, or fourth sword, really, with an ID starting of 0 that was ever minted in the game.
Cool.
And so then obviously we have the combat, where you can actually earn skill. I would choose a weapon, and then I would choose someone to battle, and then by fighting them and fighting them.
These are people you can fight against.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is where the earning starts. So you can see this is what my earnings are using this sword. It's a low-powered sword, plus a gas offset. So what we like to do is pay the players for any of the gas that they use on BSC, and then they will always earn on top of that. So we want players to be able to start earning on their investment day 1. So here's some of the enemies that I might fight, and I can use some of the hints to figure out, and I won't give it all away, but what's more powerful or what's less powerful. I'm going to go for this lower power enemy here and see if I can defeat them. I'm going to confirm the transaction. Now it's actually interacting with the blockchain to update the status of all of the NFTs that are involved here. So my character gains experience, and that experience stays on that NFT forever. My character is going to lose stamina, so that they can't just continue to fight. And what? I even picked, oh man.
Live.
There it
wrecked.
is.
Completely wrecked.
Got wrecked. And so you can see that I would have earned a 0.11 skill on the power of the enemy. There's all kinds of different stats that I won't give away all the secrets right away, but you can find them. And we've limited gas in every possible way over the course of developing the game. So obviously, Binance, probably likes high gas fees, but they also are very helpful to the developers to reduce the gas costs to each of their individual users. And so, we used a lot of different tools to tune it over time, and we've lowered the gas fees that get paid out to our users to minimal. And so that's why we're able to have players be getting, a total return on what they invest in only a few weeks' time, just from playing the game.
So it's really interesting to me, there's game design where you have to have balanced characters and items and stats and that fundamental game mechanics that play. There's also like computational design, your resources for the machine, which now are on the blockchain. That's like gas optimization as opposed to, graphics optimization and things like that. Yeah. But now you've got another thing. You've got like a community economy and an NFT economy as well, where there's this yield earning, and this is a real world financial economy as well. To think through it, that's an additional layer of complexity for you, is it not?
Yes, absolutely. And because we have created this system where players can create a vast amount of different NFTs, and there's reasons that you really want to be able to do that. That they want to be able to trade off on maybe I have a character type of fire and I need one of water, and I don't want to have to roll 4 different times because it's randomly generated. And so now there's a market that's been created here. Right. And on that market, you can use your skill tokens. So here you can see I finally won because I used a better weapon, and I earned experience, I earned skill, and now I can use that to go to the market, which, by the way, we just found out that our marketplace by volume and users of NFT trades is currently number 10 across all smart chains in the world, and number 1 on Binance Smart Chain. As far as
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So we're extremely excited about that. And it's just another way that we're, really getting CryptoBlades on the map.
What are your players the most excited about? And for those of you watching who are players, please, I can see your comments, and I'm going to get to your questions as well. Don't worry. But what are the things that you're excited about? Drop it in the chat. And then, Philip, what are you seeing in your community? Are people really excited about the gameplay and the earning, or everything combined? Or is it what this turns into 2, 5, 10 years down the road? What are sort of the top things that people care about?
Sure. So the top thing that they care about right now, and this is because of the effect it will have on the health of the project, is we're currently in the Binance Smart Chain Most Valuable Builder competition. And what this is a competition on what is the utilization and measured in gas on the different new projects that are launching in this NFT space. And we're going to compare the gas usage and rank them. And we're currently in first by a wide margin, very wide margin above any other project in the competition. In fact, we're the second highest gas usage project on Binance Smart Chain, only behind PancakeSwap itself.
Wow.
So
how big is your team? If it's a non, you can opt out of that one, but
no, it's not. Even on our website, you can see our pictures and our profiles, but the core team is 4 of us, and outside of that, we have various people who essentially contract out to us that we work with on a very frequent basis, and there's a network of them, and then we also have a collaborative community-based development program for programming, for design, for art. And that team, I pay them bounties for different pull requests that they make that get accepted into the game, different non-development ideas or bug finds or anything like that result in something that gets deployed to the game. And I pay these people very well. And it's not a secret. And we invite developers in to see our code base and contribute to it, and so far it's been amazing. So we have that awesome community behind us as well.
I mean, that's a value I see across the crypto community is we try to pay people for work. Like, it's about redefining economics and incentives, and so let's align those. And then in the gaming communities and industry, QA that's how everybody gets started. Is you got to be a game tester and you got to do that. So combining those two things makes sense. What a neat way to spur up your community as well. It makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a lot of comments and questions kind of about cross-chain stuff. So are there plans for cross-chain? You guys are really BSC committed. You're one of the top projects there. Can you talk about that a little bit? Yeah.
So we have it on our roadmap that within 6 months of I think it was in April at the time, that we would have cross-chain development completed. And so we don't have a particular chain in mind, but we are definitely committed to creating cross-chain partnerships and with projects that see value in crypto gaming and projects like ours, and who bring value to our players, so that we can give them additional experiences and ways to play the game.
Okay, cool. And of course, people in the chat are all begging for their favorite pet blockchain. We know how that goes in the industry, but that's cool to see that definitely is on your roadmap. On your roadmap. I'm going to go turn to some of these user questions. Oh, here's some things people want to know. I'm going to find this one. Here it is. Is PvP in the future?
It is in the future. I can't tell you the timeline of that future, but we have a very, very, very large project kind of underground. Like, CryptoBlades is basically the tip of it. It's an important part. It's the head of it, but there's a very, very big game coming down in the future.
Awesome. Well, we don't ask for specific deadlines on this show. So community, you can ask when, but I will never hold a developer to those schedules, because I've been in software development for long enough that I know we don't ask for that. Hey, we've got some great comments. Look at this. I just want you to feel good about this, Philip, because it looks like you guys have built a great community as well. I had an early question about NFTs, and I'm not sure if you have an answer to this. So let me see if I can find it. I had to scroll up pretty far. It's about another format of NFTs, 998. Here we go. Do you know about this? Thoughts on composable NFTs, ERC 998s, or its counterpart on BSC?
I think I would need to do some more research on that in order to really be able to comment. But definitely, I mean, I'm going to add that to the long list of developer experimental projects to.
All right, I'm getting a little bit of lag from you. Oh, you're back. Or was it me?
Must have been me. I didn't see any glitch, but.
All right, I think it's you, but you're coming back now. Okay, so Tippy, thank you for the questions. Tippy's a regular here in the Chainlink live, so I'd like to see you back, Tippy. People are excited about market cap. I'm not going to ask about price, community, because we're interested in the project, but I know you guys have plenty of places you can talk about that in the Discord. So if you want to talk about market cap and referral programs, actually, this person does ask about referral programs. Is that something you guys have in mind?
Sure. So the way that we have done referrals in the near past is through certain giveaways. We have a GiveLab account, which we have been putting a lot of effort into, which gives all kinds of different benefits. And so there's ways that you can earn through even referral links and things like that. But what we do ask is that everything is verified, and it isn't something that any kind of bot or spammer is going to benefit from. But that is what we've been doing. And in the future, this is a near future, which I'll be releasing a full announcement on probably in the next day or so. But there's going to be ways for us to essentially allow people to have skill that they can use wherever they want in the game as a way for us to essentially promote. Even if you want to create your additional wallet, because multiple accounts are allowed. Or if you want a friend too, and now they get some skill that they can use anywhere in the game to get started crafting or reforging or buying something on the marketplace. So that's something that's coming in the near future, and we're really excited to release that.
Everybody loves rolling an alt. I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Here it is. This is when you lost your match. He says nerf opponents, but this reminds me of one of my questions. Is there a meta? Like, is a meta emerging? I know that's a really big topic in a lot of procedural games today. I play League, or I play Wild Rift, Hearthstone, of course. Excuse me, of course, Dota, all those. Is there a meta?
There is, and one of the interesting and really quite cool ways that emerges is through upgradable contracts, and also through basically having all of the kind of gears that can be pulled public, so that everyone knows what gears we can pull in the game and what the limitations there might be. But then being able to adjust things like, for example, when we were looking into how to reward players more as early players versus giving the vast majority of rewards to the veteran, who we definitely want to give them, reward for all the time they put in, but it shouldn't be at the expense of new players. And so we pulled some gears, and we were able to raise the lower gas offset, which is just a static amount of rewards that we pay out to everybody every day who plays the game from day one. After that, a slightly less growth over time. And, it had a great effect, because we brought in, hundreds of new holders within a few days. And so it's really cool that it's public, and also leaves some dynamic and experimental and overall beneficial features to the game.
I really respect your commitment to transparency in that regard. I mean, that's why you guys integrated Chainlink VRF, is to be transparent with your randomization and the stats that come out. And people were talking about your lightning sword earlier. Can you pull that up again? Can we see your? dope lightning sword. But
Yeah.
but because of Chainlink VRF, like Philip does not have special access as the founder or developer. It's random. He just plays all the time, which really shows up. Your players have recognized that you guys are in game a lot here. But people did notice this lightning sword. That is extra special. All right. I can't quite see the stats from my angle because I'm on the streaming service, but it's.
I will tell you that it's the reason it's really a good sword for those who are just learning about CryptoBlades is because the stat element at the top of the top of the sword description is random, and it can be one of 4. And then each of the stats after each, those 3 yellow lightning stats after it, each has 4 different combinations. And so that creates a combination there to have all those matching. You kind of almost can think of it like a slot machine where you want them all to line up the same, right? And then finally, this the amount of stars on the sword already makes it a 1 in 100 chance of getting forged. And so I spent a lot of my founder skill token that I actually, no, you know what? It's actually skill that I bought back. So I will say that.
Okay.
But my buyback skill, I spent a lot of it to get this little one.
All right. Well, that's cool. Well, have you ever got a 5-star drop in your own game?
Okay. That's where I think people are going to maybe get a little upset. But
okay.
I think I've only crafted 31 swords, and I got 2 5-stars in my first 25.
Oh.
So sorry, everybody. Yeah. You can look at it though. This is ID 1000. It's a great palindrome, random drop, 5-star. It's a palindrome because the ID is a palindrome, and so that gives it rarity to me. I like the style. And then this one actually was the first 5-star that I dropped, which is, or I'm sorry, not this one. This is also a unique. This is a museum item because you can see it's actually the only NFT that has a level under the ID, under the star rating, and that's because in the very first version of CryptoBlades, you could spend way too much skill, I will say, to add 1 to 3 stat points total to your weapon, which is not very much at all. And so it was this person who crafted this and leveled it up 80 times, spent a lot of money, like $1,000 for almost no benefit back when this was in the game. But now it's like a treasure because swords don't have levels anymore, and the reforging system has completely changed. And so I bought this one again for a lot of skill, and I'm holding on to it because I think it's really cool, actually.
That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, your community has your back. Phil has been amazing and transparent from the beginning. Thank you, Callum. Appreciate these. Got a bunch of other questions, so I'm going to start looking through some of these. Now Carlos says, get out your pitchforks and tinfoil hats. Sorry. I got a bunch of questions. So somebody asked about raids. Are raids coming? PvE.
Yes. Oh, super excited about them. That's something that we've had quote unquote finished for a very long time, but was still in the tuning phase. And but I can tell you all about it. Actually, I can go to.
Are we getting a sneak peek?
Kind of. I can. All right. Can you guys see my website?
Yep, you're up.
All right, great. There we go. We have released the design a while back because it was in the game at the time. And so I can actually use this to like tell you guys all about it because a lot of it is similar. But basically, you're going to be able to take one of your characters. This is character 0 in the game on mainnet, by the way, which is very rare, very cool character. And you can take a character and you can take a weapon and you can use your stamina for that day to basically put it all against a a much stronger boss who's going to have a power level in the 10 or 100 thousands versus in the low thousands. And if enough players join in and basically commit their skill winnings of that day to go against this boss, then they're going to get not only skill bounty back if they defeat it, because there's a chance that other players might not join in. There's a chance that you'll get unique NFT drops that we're going to be, some of which minting ourselves even, and adding them into the game as rewards for taking down these much larger enemies. And so that's going to be an awesome one where the community is going to have to work together to fight these bosses if they really want these rewards.
That's awesome. And so Jimmy asks the same thing. Will there be raid exclusive NFTs? Absolutely. Sounds like, it's a different game mechanic. So you're adding a whole new level of this gameplay and popping that up. I remember and wow, I'm going to date myself a little bit, but like there were server-wide missions where everybody had to contribute both, Alliance and Horde sides. And those were some of the most engaging things, even if you didn't know the person, even if you weren't in the Discord or whatever. Those are really engaging events. And it sounds like this, like anybody can join and stake.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Guilds and alliances people want to know about.
Yes. I can give some sneak peek into that because I haven't spoken on it at all yet, but parts of it are now finally solid enough that we can say that there will be guilds that you can basically buy into and start and receive guild-only exclusive access to certain power-ups, certain NFTs, and things like that. So on top of just being able to enjoy the game in a different way, which is through interacting with the community, because right now it's a very solo experience. But once you're in a guild, there's going to be things that you're going to have to work together on if you want to get those rewards.
Okay, and then I'm going to take it 5 years down the road. You make the guilds governance guilds that are their own DAOs. They got their own whole thing. Anyway, sorry, no, that's just me speculating.
Ooh, send me more of that. Yep.
All right. Okay.
Yep. CryptoBlades.hellonext.co. It's public. We put all of our ideas out there and we tell people what we're going to work on. So.
Okay, Juan, make sure you get that. That was CryptoBlades.hellonext. Is that right?
Yep. .co.
Okay, this is a place for good ideas. We got a little sneak peek into guilds. A great question. There's a few people. And then I just got a weird idea, and I'm going to go submit it and see my idea come to life. Somebody wants to ask a little more mechanical question. Can you do a clarification on elemental attributes on weapons? Like a lightning element weapon with a fire bonus. What sorts of things do those mean?
Yeah, sure. So it's a very seamless experience, as you can see, and that's a little shout out to my devs actually. But if you have a water trait character, so you can have one of the 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and lightning. If you have a water-based character, you can select them as the one that you're going to do combat with, and then you would want to, unlike what I just did, pick a weapon. Here's what I can do actually. What's the best water I have? Ooh, this one's nice. This one's water element. So I'm picking a sword that has a water element, and I am going to want the stats on this sword to also be water, preferably, but they're not always matching. A lot of times they don't match it like that. And so this one on 2 of the element rolls, both of them really, because a 4-star only gets 2, got some really awesome stats here. They're super high rolls. You can see that percentage amount, 100% is what you would normally be able to have, but I got a bonus because my character is water. So I can get over 100% on that, which is awesome. And then I can use that weapon to fight one of these enemies. Preferably, I would want to fight one that is fire, because the water defeats fire. And then I would actually get, kind of a bonus against them. Like it would be much harder for me against them. But there is no fire, so I'm going to pick a lower enemy so I can actually win. This one's the lowest. And and I don't think that would hurt me. I don't think there's any kind of synergy between the water character and the fire. I'm sorry, and the earth. I could pick a higher power enemy and earn more skill. So there's a risk you might take there. In fact, I'm going to do it. That's the highest power enemy. Let's see.
Putting it on the line. I love it.
Yeah, we're interacting with the blockchain now. We're updating the status of all of these NFTs. Yes.
Victory.
Yes. And
or as we say in gaming, owned. Gotcha.
Yep, exactly. GG. So I earned more skill because I defeated, and more experience because I defeated a higher power enemy. So it was a risk that I took, but because I have that status, those trait matches on all of my characters and elements, I was able to do it. So I think that answers the question.
Yeah, great question. And thank you for the demonstration. Amazing group of people we have, the community asking your questions, and we are already kind of running up on time. So these questions, they're all here. I'm going to send you over to the CryptoBlades Discord to ask because it is active. And I saw earlier today, somebody got a sword drop and Philip was in there, said, hey, equip that on your character and see the true DPS when it's equipped to a fire character. So he gives a lot of these tips as well as the rest of the community. Again, huge shout out to the CryptoBlades community for coming here and for being involved with each other. So you've already given us a preview of a few items on the roadmap, but before you go, anything else that you can tell us about what's next in the coming couple of days and weeks and months?
The biggest thing that is coming next is that the Binance Most Valuable Builder competition will conclude July 22nd. We are currently in first place, which puts us at a very high. It is a very high consideration for listing. I will say that you can do your own research and see what the chances might be. But if we get that listing, then our user base is going to grow dramatically. Mm-hmm. We're going to see an even larger, more active and wonderful community. And we're going to have even more resources to continue the development that everyone in our project has seen daily with the announcements we put out. But we're going to be able to put out so many more of these features from our roadmap and more. So.
Oh, what a lost fight! But you're gonna win this BSC. I don't know. I hope so. That's fantastic. That's the short term. Other stuff coming up midterm. Give us one more sneak peek. Is it guilds that are? Oh wait, no, raids that are coming soonest, or something else.
Yeah. So tons of stuff being worked on. The mobile experience, for one, has been worked on by a open source developer who has gotten multiple scale bounties from this, and they've done a wonderful job. So we can owe that to him. And then also we have the raids coming up. We have the widest and largest hold incentive program and feature of the game in development now, and we're going full speed ahead with that one because of how it's going to improve the economy of the game and give you more options and rewards for holding and in-game items and more things for you to experience and play. So that is, I won't say, there's no name for it yet, but that is a very exciting one that is going to be in the game in the midterm.
I'm excited. You just earned yourself a new fan. I was a fan a while ago. I just haven't played yet, so I'm sorry about that, but I've been in your community. And to all the community, thank you for coming and bringing these questions. Down in the description is going to be a link out to the Discord and to a variety of other places where you can go to learn more about CryptoBlades. Philip, let's do this again. Let's come back in a couple months. I want to see the progress. I'm a gaming nerd, and I'm now a CryptoBlades nerd.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, man.
Yeah. I really appreciate it. It's been super fun. It's just an even better experience than I imagined it would be, just being able to enjoy this with you and the community here. So thanks a lot for having me on.
We're all pretty lucky to be working in a cool industry. So thank you for everyone to being here. Juan, my man in the chats, I appreciate you. One more thing you guys got to do for me, like and subscribe. I do these Chainlink Live Q&As every so often, a couple per week. I've got another one tomorrow at 1 and another one on Friday with also very cool, exciting projects. So come back and join me on Chainlink Live. Again, Philip, CryptoBlades community, thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time on Chainlink Live.